help me.
Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. This should be quick and dirty. I want to say Happy New Year, Happy New Decade, and I want everybody to think about this as a new decade and sort of set a goal for yourself for the entire next 10 years. Keep striving. So this video is women are 3 times more likely to have their jobs replaced by robots. Now I'm gonna say my headline is 3 times. Let me tell you this. When I see news like this, or when I find news like this in my research, and I had it sitting on my computer for weeks actually, for whatever reason, when I go back to look for that, it's gone off of the internet. This particular headline was in several places. All been wiped out. So let's get on with the report. It's not going to say 3 times as likely, but I'm telling you, my research has indicated it's 3 times as likely, right? The headlines read, "These are the worst of times." 10 cool points if you get that reference. Tell me if you get that reference. There's always a grain of truth in a good lie. What's the lie? That robots will replace our jobs. The truth is, robots will replace mostly women in the workforce, not our jobs. The women and illegal uneducated aliens will be wiped out by robots. But wait, even the term robot is a lie. For the most part, a phone system can replace most women's jobs. A datapad can wipe out entire sectors of the economy dominated by women and illegal uneducated aliens. We hire them, and for anybody who is triggered by anything that I say, I am a third-year law school student. These are the legal terms that I am speaking. The women and illegal uneducated aliens will be wiped out by robots. But wait, even the term robot is a lie. For the most part, a phone system can replace most women's jobs. A datapad can wipe out entire sectors of the economy dominated by women and illegal uneducated aliens. You hire them for farming, for cheap labor, no problem. There's full-fledged robots that you pay for once that will automate your entire farm. No need to put national security at risk. Working women are more than twice as likely as working men to have their jobs replaced by robots or other forms of automation, a new study has revealed. The study by UK think tank the Institute for Public Policy Research IPPR reveals that 9% of working women hold jobs with a high potential of automation compared with 4% of men. That is a super duper conservative look at jobs. Let me tell you this, what that report didn't cover, that in the UK alone, 60,000 jobs have already been replaced by by robots. Both younger and older women are more exposed to automation than men of the same age. The gap is greatest for women in the work age 61 to 65, who are 4 times more likely than men to hold a job with high potential for automation. So they had designations of high potential for automation. Then there is, very high potential for automation, high potential for automation, potential for automation, good potential for automation, potential for automation, and then least likely potential for automation. And men held mostly least likely potential for automation. Migrants, single parents, and young people in their 20s are even more likely to be in such jobs to be replaced by automation. The truth is, AI can replace most women's jobs. Women have insisted on cushy office jobs in the air conditioning, ergonomic chairs, fully stocked break rooms, and nowadays, care for their out of wedlock children. All of the that can be wiped out by AI. And what's more, these talks of taxing robots goes out the window because where does the phone recording end and AI begin? You really can't tax AI because half of it is simple switchboard operation, not actual thinking. The misery of AI replacing female jobs is that the answer is simple: get technical training. But that solution is unpalatable to women. Trying to push women into science and math has met with an abysmal failure. Millions of dollars have gone down the tubes. So now, when faced with go into science and math or be on the welfare system, women opt for the welfare system. But now the other shoe has dropped. Because now the trend is going towards men to get child custody, child support, and to a lesser degree, alimony. Oh, by the way, 75% of women who are supposed to pay child support to men do not pay child support at all. And ding, 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 the law enforcement does not go after women. Period. They do not go after women. They don't arrest them. They don't throw them in jail at all. So there's almost no incentive to even have a ruling against a woman because she's not going to pay. Because she believes that although she's equal, she doesn't have to pay equally like a man does. So as the future extends for women, it means that they will not go get on welfare because most of welfare is tied to taking care of children, not really the woman. Once a child is divested of the woman and given to the much more responsible man who will get technical training to care for his child if he needs to, the future of women hangs in the balance. What do you do with an indigent population that refuses to adjust to the technical heavy future society? For border jumpers, the answer is easy: get them out of here, because there's no longer a need, no matter how terrible the excuse was for having them. For women who refuse to work, there is no answer. Once the political powers see that those women also don't really vote, their doom is all but fated. Because all of this grand experiment was based on the one hope that a political power could cater to women to get them to vote for them and help that political power stay in power. Once you have a clean break of who won't vote, then you see the party remove women off their agenda. This is the case for illegals. At first, they vote for one political party, but once they found out that the party goes against their moral and religious conscience, they'd vote for the other political party, if you know what I mean. So they must be replaced in double numbers. As information trickles down to other countries and it becomes known that the political party stands for, there's no need to smuggle them into the country to vote for that political party because they won't be voting for them. For this topic, I have no solution. Women's jobs will be replaced, is being replaced, have already been replaced. The answer is to go get a science degree. Women don't like that answer. There's nothing to do about that. It's like saying, to get wet, get in the pool. But the person says they don't want to get in the pool to get wet. Well, the future's not female. Here are a couple of books that you can read to actually train you almost to the point where you can actually get a job in the field. Yeah, it's just that simple. This is the new day and age of online information being available that can direct your entire future. Like I said, Happy New Year, Happy Decade. So let's do this. Let me get you some books that can train you to go into the future. And I'll put the links into the pinned comment below. Number one, hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. Concept, tools, and techniques to build intelligent systems. Through a series of recent breakthroughs, deep learning has boosted the entire field of machine learning. Now, even programmers who know close to nothing about this technology can use simple, efficient tools to implement programs capable of learning from data. This practical book shows you how. Simple learning. Very simple. By using concrete example, minimal theory, and 2 production-ready Python frameworks, scikit-learn and TensorFlow, author Arlen Guerin helps you gain an intuitive understanding of the concept and tools for building intelligent systems. You'll learn a range of techniques starting with simple linear regression and progressing to the deep neural networks, with exercises in each chapter to help you apply what you've learned. All you need is programming experience to get started, and you can learn programming free, online, simple. I'm teaching myself. So here we go. Explain the machine. What does this book really cover? Explain the machine learning landscape, particularly neural nets. Use scikit-learn to track an example machine learning project end to end. Explore several training models, including support vector machine, decision trees, random forests, and ensemble methods. Use the TensorFlow library to build a train neural nets. Dive into neural net architectures, including conventional nets, recurrent nets, and deep reinforcement learning. And finally, learn techniques for training and scaling deep neural nets. I'm telling you, you buy this book, you'll be one of the few people in the United States who they are demanding to hire. And this will kick you up into the 60,000 and above salary. Off of this one book? Off of this one book. How crazy is that? Here's book number 2. The 100-page machine learning book. And here's a foreword from Arlen Guerin, senior AI engineer, author of best-selling Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit and TensorFlow that I just was trying to sell you. The breadth of topics and book covers is amazing for just 100 pages, plus a few bonus pages. Burkhoff doesn't hesitate to go into the math equations. That's one thing that short books usually drop. I really liked how the author explains the core concept in just a few words. The book can be very useful for newcomers in the field, as well as for old-timers who can gain from such a broad view of the field. There was a third book, but I didn't include it. These books should be enough. I'm telling you, if you read these books and applied them, and then make a profile online of a portfolio of stuff that you're working on, and it's simple stuff. It can be you can create an AI program where a car drives on the road by itself. I'm not talking about a real big car. I'm talking about a 2-dimensional or a 3D car, the video game type of car. I've seen it done, and you can do it in one afternoon. And if you can show that project, they will hire you. All you have to do is show your project. Show the project. You read the book, show the project, boom, hired. So all of you all who come at me saying, "Oh, I don't have money to give you because I'm broke." Okay, I'm telling you how to make money. I'm telling you how to make money, and for some of you, $60,000 a year is a lot of money. You have to understand. I'm coming from the perspective of I used to live in mansions, so when I say $60,000, I don't actually know what $60,000 does for most Americans. Here's a fact, though: most Americans make under $54,000 a year. It's the average salary, so most Americans make under $54,000 a year. Now, if you want to donate to the Shakaama channel, do so at paypal.me/Shakaama. There's no need to tell me that you don't have money, because Google tells me that most of my audience is actually wealthy. There's a whole bunch of you that make $100,000 to $300,000 a year. It's okay. Nobody's going to know that you're donating to me because it's all private. And I want to take this time to thank several of you who have donated to the channel. Thank you so much. I was really scared because I got a really low paycheck, but it's all my fault. I need to make a video every single day, and I did not do that last year. I don't know why. I just, maybe I'm burned out. I don't take vacations, so maybe I'm burned out or something like that. Thank you all for watching. For women, buy those books. Thank you all for watching. Happy New Year. Happy decade. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Let's get to that 200,000 subscribers this year.